Hello, and thank you for taking the time to consider my proposal. Most of us are familiar with the survival responses of fight, flight, freeze, and fawn. These adaptations emerge in response to overwhelming experiences in childhood and our formative years, and they help us survive circumstances that once felt impossible to navigate. Over the course of my research, I began to wonder whether there might be another survival response hiding in plain sight in our society. What if, for some people, survival doesn't look like fighting, fleeing, freezing, or pleasing? What if it looks like relentless striving or compulsive overworking past the point of exhaustion? This could look like perfectionism, constant productivity, and an inability to stop even long after the danger has passed. My name is Katherine Hall Newberg. I hold a PhD in curriculum and instruction, and for more than a decade, I researched the systemic nature of workplace burnout. As my work evolved, though, I realized that organizational systems alone could not explain what I was seeing, not only in my research, but in my life and the lives of so many around me. The fact that fatigue and weariness and exhaustion is a phenomenon in our wider culture. This realization led me back to graduate school to pursue a second master's degree in clinical mental health, where my research expanded to explore the developmental roots of burnout and how it relates to identity and complex trauma. The result is a concept, a framework that I call Fending. It's an emergent theory describing a hidden survival response in which compulsive striving and compulsive overwork gradually becomes more than a coping strategy. Over time, it becomes a protective identity that began to form when we were very young in response to a constellation of unmet needs. My book, Fending, invites readers, especially high achieving, highly functional, and highly sensitive women, to understand chronic overwork through a new trauma informed lens. Rather than asking readers to simply manage their symptoms or change their behaviors, this book guides them beneath those patterns to heal the core wounds that gave rise to them in the first place. Through trauma informed reflection, contemplative practices, and guided imagery, readers reconnect with the authentic self that has remained present beneath all these years of survival. This book doesn't seek to fix or change anyone, but to reconnect with their true self. My hope is that Fending gives language to an experience that millions of people have lived, but have never known how to name. Because when we understand that our exhaustion is not a personal failing, but an intelligent adaptation to early experiences of trauma, we can stop asking, "What's wrong with me?" and begin asking a more compassionate question: what happened to me? And who have I always been? Thank you for your time and consideration. It would be an honor to partner with Hay House to bring Fending into the world.